Okay, Boston has muted himself. So, all right. Well, Skozzy's off.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Can you actually
He's
hear
still
the
here.
muting and unmuting sound on stream? You should, right?
No.
Yeah.
I checked Discord because you didn't.
I got
anything.
my air conditioner running. Unless you want to hear air conditioner ASMR, which hey.
Oh, okay.
People that are into everything,
I got you. All right. Well, wow, massive desync here. 13-second difference. I think that's the largest unsync that I've seen.
Frozen in time.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, so we're gonna see these two runners here tackle Area 1, which, if you guys don't know, Area 1 is all skill. There is no RNG, maybe a couple poison mushrooms here and there, but it's a 1 in 10 chance. So, relatively, most of Area 1 here is skill and execution. So, let's see who's got the better execution here.
So far, the most clutch player right now is SpeedGaming, syncing this run up very quickly. We're not even out of the first room, and the timers are synced.
Yep. Ooh. Yeah, what's your take on the race today here, Boston? Who do you think is going to come on top? Do you think it's going to be close? Do you think one person's just going to run away with it?
I'm not sure how long TheGreatSherwood's been running the game, but I would reckon that it's not as long as Skozzy's been running the game.
Well, I
don't actually know.
Clear on that.
Skozzy's been running the game for 5 years. Coming on 6.
Well, I think Sherwood here has been running the game for at least 3.
Okay. So maybe that experience could come into play here, especially later in the run. More runs you've completed, more times you've done Area 4, etc.
Well, I do believe Sherwood is less... He doesn't reset as much as Skozzy does, so I think late game it might be coming back and forth gameplay here.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Skozzy's ability to reset
game. So his consistency is there in Area 1 and 2, but just because of his uncompleted runs, Skozzy tends to fall back a little bit and make more mistakes in Area 3 and 4, which, fair enough. I mean, most runners do end up making those mistakes in Area 3 and 4 because they're the harder areas, but...
I wouldn't say Skozzy makes those mistakes. He just doesn't let runs that are behind go into those areas. So it's like he doesn't even leave room to make them because you need to make it to that part of the game. But he's absolutely has the ability. He's taught me everything that I know about this cat. I wouldn't have a sub 1 in this category if it wasn't for Skozzy.
Yeah. Like I said, Skozzy is very like you said, Skozzy is very knowledgeable about the game and he has great experience in this game. It really does come down to consistency, though. Skozzy's experience and knowledge, is that going to carry off against maybe Sherwood's insane consistency? Because Sherwood is a fairly consistent runner. He's been consistently getting those 105s to 101s.
You're going to have to fill me in more about Sherwood's gameplay. I just followed him last week when he was doing some tournament practice. Much more his game.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about Sherwood that a lot of old LOM runners maybe didn't even realize, but Sherwood is actually Luigi Moo Moo. So,
okay.
You know, he's been running the game for a while, and he does take breaks here and there. Like, honestly, I didn't know Sherwood was Luigi Moo Moo until, like, a few weeks ago, honestly. And, but I've seen his streams in the past, and I've seen his streams more recently, and he's a pretty consistent runner. Regardless of how long his breaks are, he does 3 D-Rust runs, and then he's back in the game and playing really consistently. So,
All right, we'll see if that turns into an advantage, comes into play here.
Absolutely.
A lot of run to go. Area 1 is almost like moot compared to how many awful mistakes can happen in areas 2, 3, and 4.
Well, even just chalking it down to RNG here, if both these runners have the exact same gameplay and exact same execution, if one person has just a little worse RNG, then that's game, that's the race. So seeing area 1 here and it being all skill does not determine a race by any means.
No doubt, you have to still be clutch. You can't choke.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of choking that happens in a race. Everyone chokes.
Some of us have seen it happen, and some of us have experienced it ourselves.
Yep. First hand.
Yep.
All right, 53.
Sherwood struggling to grab that ball there.
To 50, or sorry, 601. So
601.
A few seconds ahead. The Skozzy. Skozzy and Oz. All right, best part of the game. Cutscenes between the.
Just get a chill, really.
Yep. Water break. Stay hydrated.
Getting called out for saying Skozzy the Nas here in chat. All right, gonna be moving on over to area 2 here, and area 2 is where it can get a little bit more hectic than area 1. You know, it's still kind of like chill and relaxed, but it's just like, but it can get a little tilting sometimes, especially when you chalk it down to RNG here, and RNG can sometimes not be your friend. I always say this about RNG: it can either be your best friend or your worst nightmare. So.
Yeah, you can make RNG work for you in this game. It just depends on how you play it. It's sort of the neat part about it.
Oh, absolutely.
No RNG here, though. This is just don't miss this double.
But, however, we will see Skozzy most likely experience the RNG. Ooh, Sherwood missing a double. This grabber double, it's not awful. It's not the worst one to lose in area 2, that's for sure. But definitely not one you want to lose. That's about a 5-second time loss there.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a curse. I said don't miss it. I think a curse is like the opposite, or you just sort of...
Commentator's curse is like saying like, oh, this guy never misses it. You know, he's most likely going to get it and then misses it. That's
maybe
commentator's curse.
Yeah, that's what I believed it to be.
Ooh, missed another double. Now, again, that is not the worst one to miss. The worst one to miss, in my opinion, is either storage room double or that last double right there that Sherwood just got.
He has yet to hit a double. Or did he get the first double? Wasn't paying attention. Skozzy did not get early release. BT dubs.
Well, he got the first and last double.
And neither. Nope. That was early release.
Yeah, Sherwood got early release.
He got bailed out by early release.
Yeah, saving a little bit of time on Skozzy. Very good early poster from Skozzy there. Very nice double as well. Skozzy playing pretty consistently here, as I did expect him to do in area 1 and 2.
He's calmed down a little bit here and just paying attention to his gameplay.
Yeah. And Sherwood getting the storage room double at least. Did claim that one.
Nice button press very far away. Telegraph. Button press.
Telepathic.
Yeah, see how much closer Sherwood got?
Yeah.
You can press that button from like a light year away. Just don't go too far or you'll knock on the wall and end up losing time. And that's the fun part of speedrunning.
Alright, now I'm fairly interested to see how RNG is going to play out for these two runners as we experience the largest lot of RNG is booze. That is the greatest amount of RNG that you will see. Skozzy's getting a bump in the table, but he's going to check this. And unfortunately, he will not get tech skip. How much time does not getting tech skip lose you?
A lot.
Ooh, Sherwood getting tech skip though. No, he will not. Never mind. He sucked off the tablecloth clean.
He sure did. It's like 8 to 10 seconds depending on how fast you mash. Because if you just mash really fast, you can mitigate your time loss, of course.
Okay. So here's a tip for everyone. If you used to play Cookie Clicker a lot as a kid, this game's golden for you. It's a lot of mashing. So got those quick fingers.
It's not one button. You have to alternate between A and B. So
yeah.
Get that zombie hover helper trainer app for the Wii. Start seeing where you're at. Not too bad on those boxes. It's hard to search all of them at once. Usually you can only get like all of them and that right one closest to you, or all of them in the leftist one. It's very, very tricky.
Oh, absolutely.
Good executions.
Yeah.
I think, both runners have calmed down a bit here after, both of them not getting tech skip. That sort of just is like, all right, well.
Yeah. All right. Give me 1 second here.
Just as like a mentality when you're running, it's like you care less and less about the run as things continue to unfurl, and it's hard to keep yourself like mentally engaged, especially in this game where it's really tough to get back time once it's lost. Only a few like risky strategies you can go for throughout the run. Mirror Room is all about the fire save warp, whether or not you do that. It's like the decision you have to make, because it's not necessarily faster depending on the situation that you're trying to set up afterwards. It's all about the butler cycle, if you really want to look into it. But for just, starting up, trying to do things fast consistently, you're better off doing the save warp. There's the boo, get the emblem. Good idea to spawn it afterwards, because you can't lock onto it for a few seconds, and that was very clean. Very nice. Sherwood getting his doubles. Spawning the boo ball. Yep. That's where the boo's supposed to be. Usually. But, not in his universe. Still gets the save warp. As Skozzy is just finishing getting the key. Sort of fumbling it there, but no big. As long as you get the flashlight skip here, yeah. That's all that really matters. Alright. Off to light the butler. Trying to go for the real swag around the corner strat. Super range. The fire has quite the range. However, it's really difficult to push it over and aim it, especially when you can't see and you're trying to go back around the corner really quick. Interesting positioning by Skaz there to just be right on that ghost. Grabs the, I don't know if that was on purpose or by accident, but it really makes very little difference. More about getting this double.
Yeah. Wow. A little bit of a wider double there, especially in laundry room.
The hatches are open. And gets this X skip. Very nice.
Sherwood barely missing hat skip there. Very good hidden room from Skozzy here. Looking very clean.
Another tech skip. Checks the left side. I think the boo moved on him. Something weird. And the boo ball spawns there, it also makes it weirder to get the tech skip, but again, I've never worried about that much in a race.
Yeah. That tech skip will only save you like what, 3-4 seconds?
Michael T would be mad, but most other people. It's just kind of a nice thing you get every now and then. It's hype when you get it. Oh, gotta aim up there.
I've only ever gotten it once, so.
Same. One and done.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I still go for it, of course. It's just you have to go on it really. I mean, it works just like any other sheet. You can like partially suck it off. It's just very difficult to tell whether or not it's on the percentage that it needs to be, so you can get it quickly. So you usually just go for it early, at almost like before you're done sucking up the boo. Is the timing? It's just, it is what it is. Aiming up the vacuum, I'm telling you, is the tricky part. Even though that's really not hard. You know, you just press C down, and the vacuum does this thing where it aims up.
Very risky by Skozzy here. But the boo just stays right in place. Just wait for Skozzy.
The boo whisperer. Solid lead. See where this boo ends up for him. checking underneath the cloth. He moved there. That's alright, because it means you don't have to walk on the other side of the room. Could have been worse.
Yep, definitely not the worst RNG you can get in the kitchen, which is super nice and super lucky by Skozzy there.
Doesn't mean you can't set up the tech skip, but that tech skip is pretty tight.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't see a lot of runners go for it. And it's only worth setting up if you get the right RNG, which obviously is really rare.
Absolutely. Skozzy is on a really solid run right now.
Yeah, decent spook. Nice dub. That was a really clean double, actually.
That was very clean.
Right as I say that, he bonks into the skeleton. So please stop commentator cursing me, please, guys, for God's sake. Oh. Just barely misses that double, sort of walked away from the left one too much. Nice. He did that entire bogs like on Luigi's toes. That was
I
super
genuinely
cool.
thought he was going to break off.
Yeah, he had him sorry, Jesus, fumbling all over my words. He had him 100% there. It was just very toesy.
Interesting adjective.
You know, Tiny Tim on them toes. This is the shot. No.
Oh my. This is just not looking good for
What's the
Sherwood.
reaction here? It's all about how you react. Okay. Just took a moment.
Hopefully one cycle.
Just took a moment there to just reflect.
Ooh. Got a little close there at the end.
There was definitely like the trigger moment there. Like we've all been there. But he's still right there. I mean, he's entering the cutscene, and Skozzy's finishing the cutscene, so
Yeah.
still got a race.
I'm only about 40 seconds behind.
Yeah, Skozzy's just been gaining about 10 seconds every minute or a couple minutes. He's been gaining about 10 seconds on that click. So if that continues, it's going to lower Sherwood's odds. But as we saw last race, we had a top runner, Spaghetti Bowser, for like 2 minutes. I don't know if that was like for real or like what happened there, but that was our previous race. That was race number 1 out of 4 of the day. So many runs today.
Yep. And I'm commentating probably 3 out of 4 of them.
I mean, if you think about how many times this game's been beaten today at no out of bounds, like just practice runs and race runs, it's like we're getting in like the upper teens.
Oh yeah, for
20s.
sure. Oh, HD actually canceled his race later on today.
Well, that's bad news.
Let me see.
So they're gonna have to
here.
reschedule.
Which is quite surprising, actually.
That's confirmed. Blue check mark. Breaking news. Well, still 3 races in 1 day of all like late bracket runs is still pretty hype.
Yep. At least, I mean, I only got to commentate 1 more race done, so. All right, I'm calling him out now. Skozzy better do his tech skip here. Not sure if Skozzy can hear me or not, but Skozzy, if you can, tech skip.
You hit Biff. Lol. Kind of tough to do anything when the boo goes there. Almost called him the Bond.
Oh.
Oh. Very nice.
Nice. All right, Skozzy got the tech skip. He got his tech skip.
That was definitely...
Getting...
I pog champed in real life.
What the... Sherwood, you good? I'm very confused by Sherwood's gameplay currently. Mems. I don't know. I think Sherwood's just getting frustrated, honestly.
Skozzy going around the world looking for this boo.
I'm sure he'll find him.
Nice read. Okay. Boo hugging the wall. Has him under control, though.
That was the most interesting way I've ever seen anyone suck up Nanaboo.
No panic from Skuz.
Skozzy is out here proving me wrong about his Area 3. Playing really consistently so far.
He usually goes for this triple, too.
I'm not going to hold my breath. Still more to see.
Yeah, that was a pretty clean triple.
Oh, very clean. Alright. Sherwood here, just finishing up Nanaboo. He's going to grab the key and he'll meet Skuz over at Astral Hall, which I think Skuz should be in the observatory at that point. I am correct. Skuz is complaining about his RNG here. Don't blame him, honestly. He's had some rough RNG in this run so far, so...
See, the game doesn't know what's good and bad RNG. It just gives you a situation, so you just gotta, you know, just keep dealing with what the game gives you. It's like life.
That's deep. Sherwood opting to not do the triple there, and kind of struggling with the Shy Guy masks, but getting it in the end. Now, see a meme I would really enjoy if one of these runners started Ryan pumping. That would be pretty dope.
Skozzy first try moonshot, so see if Sherwood can answer. The first try of his own. 360. No scope, no hit.
Oh.
Should have scoped. Gonna go for it again.
Oh.
And take a second to aim at the end.
I mean, technically, he still did get it.
He nailed it.
A minute and 12 seconds in between these runners here.
Good double. Good triple.
This is a very clean run from Skozzy here. Showing us great consistency so far. I'm honestly impressed. He's out here proving me wrong. Based on last race, I mean, not the greatest consistency last race, but he seems to have turned it around here. Okay,
I mean, that RNG. Still hasn't had the RNG turned around for him, but still time for that to happen.
I mean, at least he didn't give Van Gort text.
Yeah, that's true.
So, there's that.
That was a nice spin.
And Pablo doing his regular thing, complaining about not having a save warp. And double no save warp here, so Pablo's just gonna, go have a meltdown real quick.
Garbage RNG again for Skaz. Literal worst.
Yep. At least he's making up for this RNG in his gameplay.
Yeah, sure we got the same RNG in that room too.
Yep.
Blue ball. Yep. Just the way it's been going. Fooling out of control, dude. It happens.
Skozzy yet again getting the worst RNG.
There we go. Good read.
Very good read there. And Sherwood here, not getting, I think actually getting pretty bad RNG himself. I think he's setting up for the double though. Not getting it though.
Anytime you go for the plane first, that's always like a, I think, attempt to go for double, right?
Yeah. But I mean, he's still going to get the one cycle on both of these, so
you can. It's still doable, obviously, because he ducks down, like he'll dip down when he attacks you, so it's still doable to do.
Yeah.
Car first, but
all right, Sherwood here with not awful RNG, not the best, but I mean just slightly below, slightly below the best.
The fact that the twins are RNG, they're always going to be in different places every run, so there's really no way to I mean, unless you would just become a master at like every pattern, you'd have to be a literal Einstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, twins are a pretty clutch part of the run. There's a lot of time to be saved and lost in twins.
Ooh, Sherwood, not the greatest radar read here from him.
ball threatening to block the door.
It's getting a little close there.
It's nowhere near it, but it was threatening.
It very much was.
Is that off enough? I can like not tell. I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna need to suck it up a little bit earlier, but
You know, get your S video composite setups going so I can see the video feed, please. Or component, rather. I always mix that up. There's 3 ways to capture this game. It's the yellow, which is composite, S video, which is like this weird sort of black cable, and then component, which is green, red, blue, and then the audio cords, which you get with composite too. Skozzy already done with Clairvoyant while Sherwood's just starting, so
yeah,
about a minute difference plus.
Yep. Well, over a minute and a half at least.
And hey, another boo ball for Skozzy. He's gonna have the boo ball world record by the time this run's over.
Most boo balls found in a single run.
Yep.
No out of bounds, that is. You'd probably be able to find more in 100%.
You could find like infinite ones if you just never catch the boo and just go like reset.
That's true. That's true.
Boo ball percent? Question mark. Anyway, he didn't forget to grab ice because that would just be foolish.
Skozzy doing his normal thing when he thinks he's behind pace, or he probably knows he's behind pace. I don't know. I don't know Skozzy's run well enough to determine his pace this late in a run.
Behind. There's no question about that.
Okay. I mean, regardless of being behind, he's got a solid run going here.
Making it work.
Absolutely.
Thank you for not missing that double. After I said that too. Appreciate that. That was sort of a close double. I mean, he totally had it. No doubt in my mind.
Absolutely here. That's insane.
Finally gets the boo to spawn the first place he looks.
When's the last time that happened?
Wardrobe room?
That's a lot of boos. That is 18 boos.
Effect, which I'm known to do, or I'm like dead serious probably. It's been a joke for sure.
Yeah.
And that just happens in this game. I was you know, I frequent runners streams, and sometimes the game just does not cooperate, as we all know. That's what a dice roll is. Unless you never watched that arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! You only know card games.
You know what? That is true. He didn't get the boo ball, but he got Van Gore-Texed.
See? Nice double.
That's when you think you're safe.
Checks in the chair. Did it move on him? That was something. Okay, big boss here. He didn't get ice, but he knows the backup here.
Wow.
Skozzy has a really good understanding of how the boos move based on how you decide to move. So even though he got a bad RNG movement there with the ice spawn, he just recovered it with just a very picturesque brush. One nice solid brush sweep across where all the boos were, and got what he got, like all but 2.
Yeah, I'm actually a little taken aback by that.
Yeah,
That was a...
yeah, you're normally going to see ice shots, like what Sherwood will probably get here, unless he also gets... Speaking of getting unlucky again, though, like, gosh, that is just... That's really bad. Like, that usually doesn't happen where you have, like, a spot where the ice element goes, you can't get it. Some runners say they've never had it happen to them, like Bark. It's never happened to me. Bark 2017. See, there it is right there. So, like, I don't know. It's absolutely happened to me. Like, several times.
Off the top of my head, I don't think it has happened to me. You've definitely done more runs than me.
So I don't know. This game's spooky. Normally you see the shot like that, where you go back and then you shoot the ice ball, and it's really clean. One boo's straggling behind, and again, that's all based on how you decide to move. So again, just Skozzy, he's
lucky spray by Sherwood there, though.
A one cycle. It was.
Oh, I'm trying to go through the chest, but not moving quite fast enough.
It's like only a solid object in the middle of it. Like there's like a square that's a solid object, not the whole rectangle when it's not fully. It's weird how that works. Before it's fully spawned, virtualized, rendered.
So yeah, Sherwood is over a minute and a half behind here. Or I think just under. Never mind.
Yep. Skaz just needs to demonstrate that he understands how to complete Area 4.
Which we all know he does.
Still nice to see both runners get a one cycle. Like those two cycles are always ouch.
Yeah.
Big ouch. Instagram. Yeah, beautiful stuff.
Well, RNG has been hurting Skozzy the entire game. I think it was about time that he got something going his way.
Waiting patiently for this decision.
Will Skozzy do Breaker Boo?
Why not?
Hey, there it is.
And there it goes. Yep. That was such a quick, like, nope. I love it. Double attempt.
Ooh.
It's a weird double because of the fence.
Yeah.
Distance. This room lags too.
Not a ton, but it is noticeable.
Are there any other Johns I can throw out there? Reggie left Nintendo.
Are we going to see a breaker boo from Sherwood here?
Mario. Mario.
A decision has been reached.
He will not.
So both runners will be going for Van Gogh, unless... Nah, he's going to go for...
Skozzy might do pipe.
Nah, he's not going to do pipe. That's just... Nah.
I mean, I've seen him do it before.
I think because he left that room... What do you leave him at, like 180? That's an abandon. If you like got him down, like if you almost missed the one cycle, it's different, but that was kind of like a on second thought. Let's not and say we did sort of moment. I think if I were to be in his head right now in his shoes, that's what I believe he's thinking.
Maybe.
Because the other issue is Piper and Boo can get away, and if it gets away and then goes into breaker room, you're in big trouble. So the Van Gogh Boo is actually safer.
Yeah.
And if we're still trying to win this race, which that is the goal right now, is to win this race, then maybe that's the right decision. But again, I'm not the one staring at the CRT or whatever monitor Sherwood's using and holding a GameCube controller and making decisions while visual media interaction occurs.
You just made a very simple description 10 times more intense.
Well, there's not a lot going on right now, so...
Yeah, fair enough. It's just a very interesting description. Ooh, getting smacked.
Might as well have just gone for the Boston Burn, but...
I was about to say that, honestly.
It's okay. It is a silly strat. The only reason that it even, like, has any traction is because the old strat was to get all the doubles, which is, like, really slow. The old OG, like, I'm talking 2012, like, October strat was get all the doubles. That's what you do in the dancing room, the ballroom, right? So that's what you should do up here. That was literally the original train of thought. But yeah, no one cares about these history lessons, these old time strats. We're all, you know,
I shouldn't say
young to remember. It's literally, you know, so long ago. The strats are just so obsolete. This is not obsolete though. Armory room.
You piqued my interest with that history lesson, so...
Very clean so far. Now we just want to... Okay, that went on the other side, which is good. Just the bad luck continues to just rear its ugly head. Yeah, no problem with that triple.
No.
Set it up nice.
Absolutely, and hoping for some decent RNG here.
And what do you know?
Another boo ball.
Booling out of control.
Oh, nope, that was a bomb. That is, in fact, an explosive.
He went for some recovery options there, but sometimes that lamp gets in the way.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he double cackled again. So,
like 1 is manageable, 2 is tough, especially when you're inside the armor. When you're out here, it's better. Like if you had the original, this is a room where if you don't get that original spawn, it almost makes it like twice as hard to get the 1 cycle. I swear to God, that's just terrible luck. What do you know? What do you know? Again, this triple brought to you by despawning the grabber. Yeah. Okay,
Now
that was all right. I was spawned right behind him.
Yeah. All right. Will Skozzy do pipe room bill? I doubt it, but
Nice attack lure there by Sherwood to get. It's just so much easier when you're in that spot and you don't bonk him. There's something about bonking onto a boo that makes it a lot harder to catch. I don't know what it is.
No.
It's either the hit stun or the fact that it just gets away immediately or something. It's a combination of the two. Still lured it to a lit room. And caught it, so you're save warping anyway, so it's not like it matters really where you catch them as long as you catch them.
Alright, Skozzy will end up doing Van Gorbu, so.
Yeah, that was a fait accompli.
Alright, now regardless if you are on Japanese or English, those icicles can hurt. On Japanese, they do 20 damage, and on American, they do 40. So, you get hit by one of those, it's gonna hurt a lot.
Shrink yourself and then get hit by one. Nice setup there. Very patient by Skozzy to assure that he gets this one cycle, which is warning zone right now. Good recovery, my god. What a legend.
Wow.
Good recovery.
Man.
You could tell when the screen starts to pan up like that you're in the warning zone of double cackles. He recognized that though as well, so that's really good on him there.
Alright, time for a nice little, about, I'd say a minute and like 15-second walk up to Van Gore. Maybe closer to a minute and a half. No, minute 15.
So yeah, that's just, you know, when you're going for the ice boo, double cackle is not the end. You can make him go back and forth like the pipe room boo if you're in the right spot and recover a lot of HP. So just don't give up.
Absolutely not. Sherwood, I think getting the one cycle there. Yep. Got the large pearl.
Gonna spawn the boo right away. He's far from it. Boo goes up. That's a double cackler too. I don't see how it's not.
Okay, that was like 6.
Yeah, this is like a 18 double cackles. There he goes.
Yeah.
Takes a moment to reflect as...
I'm surprised I was correct with the 6 there.
This tends to happen when you go for the boo like right away as you grab the key and spawn him like that. It's tough to get him like that. Obviously that's optimal. Skozzy just took it a little differently, a tiny bit safer, and it just gets you that one cycle right away. And he didn't go in the hallway after pipe room, so it could have been worse. Good manipulation there to recover that. And
absolutely.
He's 2 cycled. I guess that we'll just call it a 2 cycle for the Armory Boo and the Weston Boo, and I've seen a runner that's still gotten a sub 1 with both of those mistakes in there. So just to put that into perspective, you can make that mistake and still get a good time. It's really not that big of a deal. In like in an overall setting, of course. He's gonna go for the double fire and suck up, but he slips on the banana that was still there. It's stupid.
Boston, can Sherwood still get a sub 1 here?
No.
Okay.
I am no like time expert. I'm not one of those guys that's like predicting times all over the place. I just choose to save my brain power for other things because I was never really a big math guy anyway. Ugh.
158. Now we did see this last race, so it is doable.
He went for the YOLO strat, and he's gonna go for it again. The boo still resets its cackles when you let it re-enter like that, but it's prone to just leave right away. Where if you let it re-enter and just let it do that little animation, that could have been worse. Went for the double YOLO, so it was basically as bad as doing a normal 3 cycle where you let it come back in the room. So I don't know. Another decent recovery there.
I do believe this is sub 1 pace for Skozzy.
The run of recoveries. Sherwood having a little trouble with these shy guys if you're getting poked in the face. And gets poked again. Thankfully they don't despawn after they hit you like other ghosts that will laugh at you and then despawn. They sort of just sit there and continue to try to attack you. Still getting knocked on your rear end is time loss.
Oh, absolutely.
Mario. Mario.
And we find the boo that just finished drinking a blue Gatorade.
Yep. Or maybe he had a blue push pop. Why not both?
It was probably one of those slushies from 7-Eleven. Could go for one of those right now.
I just found a bag of Red Bull and 3 sausages, so I think I'm good.
A well-balanced diet.
Oh, absolutely.
Gets all the major food groups: meat, caffeine,
Sugar. No, Warrior. It is a slushy.
Slurp. I was trying to remember what the other name was. It was just the first one that came up to my head.
All I'm gonna say is a slush puppy. Just saying.
From where I'm from, we always call it a slushy, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Gonna
that
be a bit
was
of a sketchy.
First cycle. Probably gonna still go for the 2 cycle here because the second cycle
It's very doable.
Yeah. Very decent margin ahead here. And probably knows that. No. Thoughts on crown theft? People should stop mentioning crown theft. Because it's never happened, right? Or has it ever happened? It probably has happened once. Nice.
It happened to Blue Hits a couple years ago.
59. 37. The final time.
Yep. So, it's Crown Skozzy as the winner here.
Yeah, not 59 pace for sure. Like, I've been in a lot of runs where you're at like 55 something in Bangor, and that ain't it.
Yeah.
You gotta be there a little sooner, even if you have a perfect Bangor. Yo, we got Skoz on the line. What's up, bro?
Hello. I'm somewhat of a gamer.
Somewhat of a game. We're pulling a sub 1 in a race.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, I had horrendous RNG basically the whole run, so I don't feel too bad about the time I got. I wanted to get a faster time than that, still though.
Yeah. I mean, you had terrible RNG the entire time. The only exception was Grimly with the Instagram.
Yeah, the Instagram was nice, yeah. That is true.
A little bit of a breath of a relief from the terrible RNG leading up to it.
Yeah. The Bulasis ice spawn was ridiculous. I actually looked back at the tournament stream just to like double check where that was, because when I was doing it, I just saw that there wasn't ice at all on the right side. But it was in the very, very, very bottom right corner, completely off screen.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you could see just a little bit of the ice particle. You couldn't even see the element. That's how far away it was.
Jeez. I mean, you still clutched to the one cycle though, so
I did. I was really proud of that.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about your run gameplay wise?
Gameplay wise, I did okay. It was all kind of just fine. Just baseline sort of gameplay for my standards.
Yeah. Well, in my perspective, you played super consistent.
Thank you. You know what? Comparing this to like the match I had with Mitty, it's not even close. Like this was a much, much better run than that one.
Got away at 2 HP for anyone that was watching.
Yeah. Sherwood has officially just given up contemplating life choices right now.
Yeah, I feel bad for Sherwood. He was not happy with his run. I can tell you that before he's even in here.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him.
Is he gonna try to get crown theft though? No.
No, he's just gonna mess around with the camera and then finish up.
Yep. All right. That is now Sherwood done. So.
GG's.
So as far as the bracket goes, I'll be facing the winner of Foop and Delta in losers round 4.
Yeah, and how you feeling about that one?
They're both pretty good at this video game.
Yep.
But I should be able to take either one of them.
Okay. All right. We now have Sherwood in here. How's it going, Sherwood?
GG's, man.
GG. He was fine.
All right.
Yeah. Probably. I can't say it's the worst run I've ever had because I did worse in my previous one. But oh man, I really struggled with this one. Not gonna lie, I struggled to finish this one. Oh.
Yeah, I saw it at the end there. After King Boo escaped on 2 health, he just kind of just stood there.
I mean, I stood there many times when I missed Bogmire with the first shot. I just kind of went,
Yeah.
Why did I do that? And then I also walked off the table in tea room for some reason. And then I think it was at that point I went, yeah. It was a very difficult 1 hour, 2 minutes, 15 seconds of my life.
Well, hey man, I respect that you finished up and you put up a good fight.
Yeah, it was strange deja vu this year because I've only ever done 2 Luigi's Mansion tournaments. The first one was like 2017, and I lost against Glitch in round 2 winners, and I lost against Skozzy in round 3 losers, and it's exactly what happened this year.
Oh wow! I knew that I'd beaten you in losers before. I didn't realize that you lost to both me and Glitch.
Yeah,
before.
Dang.
Crazy deja vu.
That is really funny that happened. What are the odds?
But it was fun while it lasted anyway. GG.
Yeah.
GG, man.
Very honestly, Sherwood, regardless, he's still both really good runs. Honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame that my the first run I had in this tournament was the best one I had. But you know, it's all good. It happens. I'll just keep practicing for next year.
Absolutely. All right, Boston, you got anything else you want to say, man?
Thanks, SpeedGaming, for hosting.
Yeah, thanks.
As
Pretty
always,
important.
thank you,
That is very
SpeedGaming.
important. Yes. Lots of love sent out to the SpeedGaming volunteers and staff members who keep the channel going and give us an opportunity to give exposure to Luigi's Mansion. Show everyone, like, hey, this game's not so bad to speedrun. Try it sometime. Unless you really like the game casually, then I recommend just sticking with that.
There's a lot of new runners right now, so there's plenty of support. If you were to get into this game right now, there's going to be a couple people lurking in your stream at the very least.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I've got a lot of downtime. If you're a late night streamer, I'm usually in there after work, so I'm always hanging around the LLM community.
More so these days, so.
Yeah.
Thanks to the runners.
All right.
Thank you, Epiphany.
Well, thank you, Boston, for coming in here.
My pleasure.
Yep. And so I don't know if I'm ending the episode just because we have a race in literally 20 minutes. I don't know what's going on here. If I can get a number to clarify with me here, or a volunteer.
That will do it for me, though.
It's gonna do it for me too. I'm not commentating next race, so
have a great day.
I'm just gonna wait to get word on what's gonna happen here. Am I just ending the episode, or are we gonna try to stay live?
We got Radio and Matt coming up very soon.
All right, it's going to stay live. I can hit the window. So thank you everyone coming out, and good luck to Radio versus Mac next up, and good luck to Afroman with the commentary.
Peace.
And see you guys later.